Hello everyone and welcome to day 3. I am Lindsay Monroe and joining me is Miss Selina Wu.
Yeah.
How is everyone today? Where are you tuning in from? I'm excited to talk about all things XD and fresh food delivery. So for those who haven't seen maybe day 1 or even day 2 of our live streaming effort, Selina has been working on a pretty cool app. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Okay, sure. So it's about fresh fruit product delivery app. So you can order from the app and they will deliver fresh product to your door. So yeah, that's it.
So grocery delivery app, but you won't be getting beer on this one or any frozen pizza, guys. This one is focused on the fresh food. That is also being a center of our conversation on chat, it seems like. We have learned about healthy oils. We have gotten all sorts of things. So in addition to learning a little bit about or finishing up this app on fresh food delivery, we will be doing a giveaway in 30 minutes. And we will also be reviewing some portfolios. So if you have submitted your portfolio on an earlier stream, be sure to resubmit for this segment. We'll take a look at a couple towards the end. Yeah, so shall we get started?
Sure.
Do you feeling good? Feeling you've got that fresh food vibe? She's powered by kale right now. Things are good. Okay. So right now we're looking at the timeline of the things we've covered off.
Yep. So today we're gonna refine the screen we created yesterday and do more screens. Try the prototype and probably we're gonna show how to connect the prototype. If you have Adobe XD app in your phone, you can just link it into your phone and you will show how the real app, how it works. So that's very good.
So we're going to nail down the design part. We're going to jump into prototyping, and then we're going to take a look at the sharing functionality.
Yeah.
So we're checking off all the boxes. We also, this is very ambitious.
Yeah.
We've only had a total, by the time we're done today, we'll only have a little less than 6 hours, really, by the time we do giveaways and you have to listen to me jabber on, to design this app from start to finish. So I guess, why don't we just do one quick sneak peek at some of your design elements in here.
Yep, sure.
I'll get you to arrow ahead.
Okay, sure. So just the overview.
Why don't we go to the pretty stuff? There we go. So this is the visual guideline. I think this is a lot of the elements you're going to see today because this is where we're starting to refine the app, right?
Yeah.
Bring in more color and make sure everything's looking nice and tidy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Feel like it's design time?
Yeah.
Design time. Awesome. Thanks again to everybody who's tuning in. Who do we got here? We got Nick. Val is back. Jan. Awesome. Melissa, hello. And yeah, we've got a bunch of people.
Great.
Okay. Wow, look what we've done so far. So yesterday we focused on icons to get that sub-navigation looking sharp. Selina had some great sketches of the various icons. She took a photo of those, brought them into Illustrator, and then went over them with some lines. So what are we going to tackle first?
So today we are gonna start with the home page.
Okay.
So and the sign page, just refine it and just put some colors into the design and design like full screens for the navigation part. So at the end of prototype, you can click every icon and see how will it look like.
Great. Awesome. So we're digging into the homepage. That means we're also going to see a logo.
Yeah.
We should show a sneak peek of a sketch in a little bit for the logo.
Sure.
Oh, you've already got stuff.
Yeah, but I still can show just this.
So we looked at this yesterday, but
so here is the logo for just Sketch, and
I'll zoom right in on that one.
Yeah, so here is just a drop one. You can see a box, and there's a whole bunch products inside of the box that serves as a logo for main page.
Nice.
Yeah.
And we have a whole bunch of these other logos.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I already created a Adobe Illustrator yesterday, so I'm just gonna drop my logo into Adobe XD right now.
Cool. So we'll move over to your Illustrator screen.
Yep. Okay, I can do
Oh,
that.
yeah, you hold on to that. We don't want those sketches to go too far. They are a good reference point. Jan noticed that you're very organized and that you have the date and place at the top of your PDF, like your file name. It's very well done.
Thank you.
It's really good. It's good. Bravo, bravo. The sketches are really good too. It's a very nice logo.
Thank you.
I think it's very representative of the selection of food for offer via Freshbox. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, but Selina is a fan of going pencil to paper before diving into Illustrator. Jan is craving fruit now. I don't blame you, Jan. This has been happening. You know, the first day we just looked at stock photos of fruits and vegetables and meats and all these things, and I think we both left hungry, and everyone on the stream was commenting that they had to get a snack. You know, it became a little too much, but hopefully we're encouraging healthy choices, people. So I guess there's that. It's true, we do go from sketches to drawing to illustrating. It's good, it's good. Hello, Stefan from Malta. So, Selina, you talked about this before, but you draw these circles and shapes as reference points.
Yep.
Like, so you know where...
Yep, where the middle, the photo, you know, the picture,
Yeah.
or anyway, just, yep, and just make sure like a negative space, it will look evenly everywhere, so it will look balanced on the screen. Yep.
Nice. Aw, Jan, see, the stores are closed where he is because it's midnight. It's too bad. Yeah, even a grocery delivery app is only as good as stores are open, so... probably find like some 7-Eleven delivery or some convenience store delivery that would not be healthy food choices. I mean, we could pretend Freshbox is 24/7 though, right? The healthy food app that's open always. Rebecca, I support your decision to go make a smoothie for breakfast. She's in New Zealand watching.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. (7-Eleven) is not known for their assortment of fruits, but they are open late. You're very talented at creating icons, Selina. People think say that is the truth. It's great. So we're putting in a little subhead here on the homepage. Is there any other information you like to include on homepages?
Probably just the name of the app and the little like slogan things, because it just it probably will stay on your screen for only 3 seconds. So yeah.
So it's like you open the app it shows the home page and then
Yep.
goes right to the sign-in.
Yes.
So the user doesn't take any action here.
No. Just, yeah.
It's just for the look. Just a reminder of where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
The My Preferred Grocery Store app, because yes, I use one. I have opinions on this. It does the same thing. It gives you a little bit of a logo flash. So, do you have any problems when it comes to thinking about this first page of the app? Do you ever struggle with that? Anna was saying that she tends to have issues with that. And do you have any advice?
So for like a homepage of the app, it usually just really simple. They probably only have one logo and your like app name. So I think you're just thinking about. I think if you have a really good logo of it, so just put it on your app, and probably will consider about the background color a little bit, but actually just logo and typeface and the background color things, I think.
So keep it simple.
Yep.
Don't overthink it, Anna.
Mm-hmm.
Name, logo, slogan, background color matters. For the background color, do you just choose something from your palette? I'm just gonna. We should just watch. Let's see how these background colors come to life. Bringing that orange in nice and light. Welcome, Hitchum. Hope that project is going well. He's working on a branding project.
Oh, nice. Branding is hard.
Branding is hard. I can't say I've done a whole lot of branding in my life. But I guess you have so much to think about, right? I imagine there's a lot of research involved before you get started.
Yeah.
Getting a nice little frame on there. Looks good. Do you, before you go into XD, do you think about how, you have your sketches, but do you already envision how the color's gonna look and everything? Or, yeah. So you kind of go in there with a really good plan?
Yeah, actually I just tried a different version yesterday. So I just do it really quick, but I tried different colors and like a layout yesterday. So it just cannot be perfect at the first time.
Right.
Yeah, just try anything you imagine about.
So this is a little bit of TV magic, right?
Yeah.
So Selena might have played with a whole bunch of colors before she got here, just to make sure we got the right one. But the orange stood out. So the orange is for the win. Some of the elements in this sign-in page were pulled from the Wires UI kit. You can get a whole bunch of UI kits for Adobe XD to get started. And the Wires kit, it's blue, shades of blue, which is why the blue is showing up here. But I imagine we're going to make it colors that suit the palette. But because this bright blue is certainly not part of Selina's palette. For those of you tuning in, we will be reviewing portfolios today. So just jump on over to the portfolio tab. You can get details there. And if you've submitted your portfolio in a previous stream, be sure to submit it again if you want a chance for it to be reviewed in this stream. We'll be looking at, I think, 2 today. Making progress here on this sign-in screen. Do you always put the labels on the on fields when you're for forms? Do you usually label them? Like, is it good to call, like, put username or password?
Yeah.
Yeah, so people know there's no question about it.
Yep.
Because I guess the icon doesn't always, it's not always 100%. Anybody have any questions for Selina about Adobe XD? Selina is a very talented student who's working on a thesis project right now using Adobe XD. And you're developing an app. Do you want to talk about that for a quick second?
Yeah, sure. So my thesis project is about help teenagers deal with cyberbullying. So I'm gonna create an app. It's basically about how for, like, if you are victims or you are bullied or you just witness others cyberbullying another person online, you can use the app to report what you saw online and what you suffer from it. And also you can just talk with adults, so about what you are going through right now, and just talk with people and get help by others. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. That's awesome. Very noble cause. People are really into your icons, by the way. Yeah. People are really into your icons. What's your favorite icon? I'm a big fan of the lunch bag. I think it's the paper bag. It's pretty cute. Angel, we cannot make an edible design, as far as I know. Although, we just got this coffee printer in the cafe here at Adobe. I don't know if it's like here forever or just like for a little bit. But you can like send in a photo of whatever you want to this machine. It's called Ripples. Yeah, it's like a Ripples coffee machine. I wonder if I can pull up a photo. Hang on, let's see what I got here. All right, this is risky. All right, I wonder if we can pull that up really quick. I'm gonna show something edible or drinkable really quick. You can see, this is Josh from our cafe. It's drink Ripples. Okay, we can go back to the real design work. But, yeah, there's an edible design for you. You could technically send in something you've designed in Illustrator, and then you just send it in and it gives you a number, and you go to the cafe and they'll print it using coffee extract on top of your latte. That was an almond milk latte, a personal fave of mine. It's very good. We have almond milk in this grocery delivery app.
Yep.
Got those social sign-in icons. Because remembering passwords isn't fun. Does anybody have any other ideas around edible designs? We got coffee ripples. Oh, Val with the April Fool's experimental release for Illustrator. There's a link in the chat you should check out. We created this video for April Fool's Day, and it was basically about an experimental feature in Illustrator where you could draw whatever you wanted to eat. You would like draw the, like in the example we used, it was a pepperoni pizza slice, and you dragged it into a properties panel, and it would let you order what you would like to eat. It's pretty good. You could have Kylo Ren printed on your coffee every morning, Val. You really could. I think Val has a thing for Kylo Ren. She's brought this up at least on one other stream. I don't know if every stream Kylo Ren has come up. I think her Patronus. We were talking about Harry Potter yesterday, and Val's Patronus was Kylo Ren. So I think I'm catching a trend here. Oh, never mind. Val didn't link to that. Maybe I was... The Illustrator video is on our YouTube channel too. Forgive me. You should go check that out. You should check out the April Fool's video. You can check it out on Creative Cloud's YouTube channel, but you can also check it out on the Illustrator page as well. We're getting this sign-in page looking good. I like that you did a bit of a background color here. This is giving me really like mason jar, sort of fresh farm-like vibes here. That's the idea, right? Val, the Kylo Ren girl. If you're ever by the office, we'll have to get you a Kylo Ren inspired coffee for our favorite Slytherin. Porgies are edible designs. Someone did their character designs and Chewie ate one. Oh yeah, I guess he did. That was kind of a sad part of the movie. Background color on splash screen, is that from the palette? On the splash screen background, is that is the gray from your palette, right?
Yep.
Is it got an opacity on it? Like if you, you've made it, it's only how many percent?
It's 15.
15%.
Yep.
So it is from the palette, but it has opacity on it. A later one. Bringing in that blue. That blue is so like elegant. Yeah, so it's kind of a fancy blue. Are you keeping that separate? Like, why aren't you making this blue instead? The background. Oh, you are. She was. I got ahead of myself. I was inspired by all of our Harry Potter conversation yesterday, and I was showing Selena I wore my best Harry Potter ring today. You guys can see that later if we show any sketches. Jan, yes, I work with the Adobe XD team here. I actually work on all of our social strategy for Adobe XD here at Adobe. So Selena, for your icons, you hand drew them, took a photo, brought that photo into Illustrator, and then drew over them or traced them in Illustrator using the line tool, and then made them perfect.
Yeah.
Brought them in via Creative Cloud libraries in Adobe XD.
Mm-hmm.
So basically drag them into your Creative Cloud libraries and
Yep.
it syncs across the apps. Right now we're making this little house app. We put the window on it yesterday because it was looking a bit like an arrow. So you could use Adobe Capture to do this. The only reason you said you didn't use a capture to bring these icons into Illustrator is because you like grid paper.
Yeah, because I use gray paper for my sketch. So when you use Adobe Capture, they will also capture the gray, background gray. So it didn't really just because I want to draw online, so it was like gray will mess up. But if you draw on white paper and use Adobe Capture, it will look it will work really well because they have like scenic scenes, so you can directly open it out your like Adobe Illustrator file. So
Yeah. Capture is a great app. We talked about this quickly before, and it what it does is, like, if you download it, it's available on iOS or Android. It allows you to not only capture and vectorize anything and easily import it, but you can also use it to create patterns. You can capture color palettes. So let's say you're walking down the street and you see like a really cool, even like group of flowers or something. You can hover over it and it pulls all the colors, and you can create a color palette from that. And those all save and sync to your Creative Cloud library, so you can capture things on the go and then access them on your desktop apps when you're ready to use them. Yeah. I mean, technically you can use them in your mobile apps too, but yeah. So, quick question for you.
Yeah.
How do you manage the alignment of your assets and to make it pixel perfect for development?
You mean the logo part, or just
making everything lined up very well, so when you pass it off to a developer for development.
okay?
So that we do have layout grids.
Yep.
Selina hasn't been using those, but you are lining things up to the artboard and using the.
Yep. So if I move around the scenes, you can see over here, and it will shows up the little like pink number over like just over here, and I just by arrange by the number, I think, just
using those guides.
yeah, and it will automatically line up actually, so you can see if you move it, just there's a lot of like blue line and numbers, just try to figure out, and you can change it over here, so
Like manually move it.
yeah, so if you want to just evenly the number, you can just type in, so it will shows up in the middle. Also here is like my app step, just use of everything.
Those alignment tools are really handy to just center everything. That's great. So guys, we have 30 seconds to get on this giveaway. Make sure you are logged into Behance chat and send me a message. What should we ask them, Selina? Let's give them a challenge. Yesterday was like, what's your favorite pet? What's your favorite icon? Tell us your favorite icon from Selina's app. Or what do you think? Does that work?
Yep.
Good, we only have 8 seconds. Get on it. Type, people, type. Are we giving away one of these stencil kits today? What are we giving away? Okay, we are giving away this sweet stencil kit. I didn't even tease it, and it's actually giveaway time, but I'm just going to show you, because when you see one of these in the future, you'll be very impressed if you're not already. In this stencil kit, we have pencils, stencils, grid paper. Selena, which pencil do you like the best? We have the, do you want to read them? We got the wireframe like it's 1982. Iterate, iterate, iterate. And fail faster. Which one do you think is the best? The funniest? Which resonates with you? I think like you're the iterate is pretty you, but wireframe like it's 1982. Because you love your sketches.
Yeah.
You think that one? That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I know you guys are all really hyped about this stencil kit. And we have a winner that is being selected momentarily. We need a drum roll. Drum roll for the kit. Rodrigo, if you want a sticker, you should suck up to us on Twitter or Facebook. Send us a note. You never know. Keep tuning in here. All right. I have a winner. Are you ready for it?
Yep.
It is Angel Velasquez.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said your last name wrong. Forgive me, but I will give you a gift instead. So the stencil kit will come your way. We'll be in touch in a moment. Very cool. Very cool. Oh, this is looking very official. We've got the header bar for iOS in there now. Bluetooth is on. Congratulations again, Angel. Thank you for participating, everyone. This is really coming together. Now that we've got that giveaway out of the way, we are waiting on portfolio submissions. We're gonna look at a couple today, so be sure to send through your submissions. The phone is fully charged on this app. Well, not the app, but your screen. Does what point do you get stressed? Like what battery level do you get stressed at on your phone? Like for me, like 10%, and I'm starting to get antsy. What do you think?
I like under 20, I think.
Under 20?
Yeah.
Under 20, and you're like, oh no. Because that's when the warnings start.
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
you get your first warning. Like you're 20% or less on battery. You should be concerned. So, 1% you start to panic? Wow, Jan, you've got a high tolerance. 20% for Wani, I think is how you say your name. Is the prize only open to people living in the US of A? Or is this worldwide? This is worldwide. Worldwide. I like how we're getting these prototype peaks. It's pretty good. Someone asked earlier, I forgot to flag you on it, but they were wondering why we didn't choose photos with white backgrounds.
Oh.
You purposely didn't. We were like looking for...
So, I think white background of like, because it's a fresh product, a delivery, so which is all about fresh products. So I know there's a lot of white background of like product in the middle, but it just like, I feel like it's not really like, it's just like more like starter or something.
It's the white background's a little sterile.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that farm feel.
Yeah. Just feel not like friendly or something.
Yeah, too sterile, like not, too industrial.
Yeah.
We're looking for farm to table literal.
So it's like if you look like a lot of pictures only have one stuff in the middle, I probably won't like to order it, just like set up things.
I mean, that kale's in a basket. It was basically freshly picked.
Yeah.
Some person individually handpicked every kale leaf and put it in that basket and arranged them delicately. It's ready to be purchased. Adobe XD has a whole bunch of third-party integrations, including we have Avocode, Protopie for interactions, we have Zeppelin for designer-developer handoff. It's so after you create this beautiful design and you're ready to go on to that next step, you can make use of those integrations and design specs. This looks good. We'll be ordering groceries by the end of the day, people. It's gonna get fresh in here. Jan, there is no candy section. This is the one good thing. If we're gonna stare at pictures of food all day, at least it's healthy stuff, right? I mean, there was a piece of cake that made it in here, though, in the bakery section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we put the piece of cake in the app on day one, and it was one of our viewers' birthdays, so it was really a shout out to them. Yeah. We made sure it was chocolate. It was Anna, day one winner's favorite, so. See you later, Terrence. Thanks for tuning in. What are you doing here?
So I'm doing for this is the specific page for kale. So I'm gonna create some text for kale, like organic product, gluten free, or good for vegan. So when user click the search bar, they will like a lot of section. They can just tap it, so they will show up what kind of like organic fruit they can choose at the app.
Nice. Tags are very useful. Does anyone on here use a grocery delivery app? Pedro, I think I missed your question. What was it? Apologies. Kale is a vegan delight for sure. Also gluten-free. That basically sums up most of California right there. Yeah, Pedro, we're hoping when we get to the prototyping step, we'll definitely show how to do the preserve scroll position for sure. Are we creating a brand new screen now? Mm-hmm. Nice. Jan said that they're gonna dress up as gluten on Halloween. I don't know how that is done exactly, but all the best of luck to you on that one, Jan. Something tells me a lot of people will be staying away from you. Put those rounded edges on that search bar. So this is a screen that when you click the search, it would like overlay on an existing screen, or is it going to be a whole new screen entirely?
Oh, it will be a whole new screen.
Whole new screen.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta have search. So you can find all of those leafy greens for delivery. Oh, we should, yeah, you're right. Jan had a tip, which was we could have also added dairy-free to the kale.
Oh, yeah.
It's true. We could theoretically.
Yep.
We might want to leave it for now, but that could be added. That's a good label.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's so many tags you could do in a grocery app.
Yeah.
I guess you pick the tags based on what your users are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Something tells me there's a lot of gluten-free users that use this app.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
And dairy-free users.
Yep.
So much intolerance.
True.
The candy-free app.
Yep. So
I guess sugar-free is one too.
yeah. So on that.
The bowl of cauliflower is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Are you changing the color of this? Why are you changing the color of the icon?
So, so it's like this one's for search page. So if you click here, little search bar icon, so it will shows up. It will change color, so you can know which page you are using right now. Yep.
So if you were on the cart button, then that would be orange or whatever color you decide. So people know.
Yep.
Hey, Jim. So we didn't get deep into the UX strategy and research. There wasn't a whole lot of research done on this because it's truly a fictitious app. But Selina prepared a document with the strategy that you were going to take in terms of the user flow.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we want to pull that up really quick and we can just show?
Yep.
If we still have that open in our PDF.
So, yeah. So here is about the overview of the app. So it will start with a problem. So problem is about young professional workers or students want to have healthy food, but they don't have time to supermarket to purchase. And so the target audience is about like people around 25 to 55 concerned about their health and hope to have more fresh product in daily life. So I am the main target audience of it. So I don't. Recently, I'm working on my thesis project, and I will have final review at this semester. So after 1 month, and I just keep working on my project, and just really got home really late. So this is a perfect app for me. So because I'm the main target audience, so I just start to draw the user journey. So user journey is about, but basically it's about you predict how user you are using your app. So you just start thinking about how to find the app and the main structure and how you gonna use it. Like for this app, fresh delivery app, you will start download it, then order it, or just open the app, put your the product you want.
All that kale.
Yeah.
Load up on the kale.
Just put into your shopping cart and check the delivery time and got your products. That's it. And at the end, you probably will have the feedback part. This is about you will share your experience with your friends, how this app work, and you have probably have a coupon or promo code. So if you share with others, you will get $20 for next time, such of things.
Get those sweet referral deal codes, credits. Yeah.
So after user journey build, it already goes through every part of it. So you start to thinking about the navigation and the main function of your app. So you will have a product category and what kind of product you are ordering and what other product you were ordering, but it should be on your app. And other things is about order and navigation is basically the main function, like ordering, track your order, shopping cart, and find your products.
And that's a lot of the screens we're working on now because we have nailed the product category, you've done the homepage and login. Really what we're focusing on is kind of the latter screens here. Great.
So after that, you decide your session, you start thinking about the visual part. So you just start thinking about what kind of look and feel you want to dress on your app. So likely there is you can see a lot of picture on my mood board. It just I usually find my inspiration at Pinterest or Adobe Behance. There's a lot of good work on it, so you can just go through it and choose what kind of feeling you want and click like mood board, just click a bunch of pictures together and see how it works.
And you can see based on this mood board, like all those little cues coming out in your design. It's really cool. Awesome.
Yep. So just after mover, just start thinking about your visual guideline for your app. It's about a color palette, what kind of typeface you are going to use, and icons, buttons, all sorts of things, and stick with your visual guideline and start working on your app. That's it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys saw, we have a bunch of screens we need to get through. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, shout out to Jan for the mention of Dimension. Dimension is a really cool sort of 3D photo compositing tool. And it's a really like easy way for graphic designers to make things in 3D and like mock up packaging and that kind of thing. So we are tackling this search screen. We are only 37 minutes away from portfolio review time, so be sure to get your portfolio submitted in the portfolio tab. We'll be looking at a couple today. It was good we revisited some of that strategy. See what we're making and where we're at. Selina is working diligently. But if you want me to bug her with any questions, be sure to drop them in the chat. I'm also happy to answer anything about Adobe XD or about favorite fruits and vegetables or flavors of LaCroix.
Coconut.
Paul Tranny in the background just said coconut. I don't know if you heard him, but that's for those who don't have LaCroix, it pains me as a Canadian because I want to call it La Croix because it's basically a French word, but the company has even come out and verified that it is pronounced LaCroix despite the spelling. So when I call it La Croix, nobody knows what I'm talking about. In the Canadian national anthem, the French version, it literally has La Croix in it, spelled the same. So from a young age, it's been burned into my brain. I don't see myself singing the French Canadian national anthem anytime soon, but if I do, I might say LaCroix. You never know. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? All right, we're building out all these tags. You got the dairy-free in there. What other tags should we include in here? Should we take some suggestions?
Yep, sure.
Yeah, send in your suggestions for tags. Should we put vegetarian?
Yep.
We got dairy-free in there. Kale is dairy-free. Unless you make it with, someone had suggested you boil kale in milk the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, it takes away the bitterness and you can make it into soup that way.
I learned something today.
Paul learned something today. Tell us about it, Paul.
If you, on your desktop, you can right-click on a PSD and say Open in Adobe XD.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah. And one of the more recent releases of Adobe XD, we allowed you to import Sketch or Photoshop files. So you basically just open Adobe XD and open a Photoshop file or a Sketch file and you're off. So if you have a whole bunch of design files in either Sketch or Adobe or in either Sketch or Photoshop, you can open them seamlessly in Adobe XD. Did you know that, Selena? That you can open a Photoshop file in XD?
Oh, I don't know.
Now you know.
Yep.
Now you know. So if you, I know a lot of designers like have files that they've created in Photoshop when they've been designing, and yeah, you can open them seamlessly. It's good. I don't think caveman diet is going to make the cut for our tags. maybe it should. What do you think? Caveman diet?
What's caveman diet?
It's like actually I don't know. It's like a maybe paleo, which is sort of the food of our very ancient ancestors. Seeds and nuts, foods of the earth. Raw.
Raw.
I think that can be presumed. Maybe not. Non-GMO, so not genetically modified. Food and not food. It's funny. Vegan 2.0. I don't even know what that means, but I feel like Vegan 2.0 might include, well, I guess it can include all of these tags because vegetarian isn't vegan. So GMO. Oh, egg-free, I guess. Halal, yeah, you got that. You've got a whole bunch of tag suggestions ready to go. Selena came prepared for this, guys. You knew that, though. Tag suggestion, how to get your kids to hate you. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Low carb, low carb. Sugar-free, maybe. I think we've moved on from tags, people. Well, Selena has. I don't know if the rest of us have. We're back on symbols.
Yep.
Artisan. Errol, as far as I know, you can't open XD files in Photoshop. I've never tried. Oh, kosher. Kosher would have been another good one to add. That's a great suggestion, NK. Keto. We have endless amounts of tags and only so much time. Selena's looking down a few screens and she's got about 30 minutes. I feel like this is a race to the finish, although we don't really need to finish per se. Although we've got some hungry viewers that are counting on groceries, so I don't know what we're gonna do, guys. Kerwin, happy to keep you awake at work anytime. And even when we're not live, we are playing replays, so just throw it on and stay awake. What time is it in your part of the world? Oh, we have some very clever viewers, Selena. There's some very clever viewers. Pretty funny. How often are these live sessions? Pretty frequently. For UX UI design, we're doing at least once a month. And we also have different segments, but at least, I think Gus over there in chat in the background, he'll be, there we go, every week, Tuesday to Thursday, 9 to 5. You heard it here first. But they're all different topics that are covered. Some are UX UI design, some graphic design, illustration. We do video, we cover all the products. Cassiano, you have a good question here. When designing a page for desktop and mobile, the preview URL will adapt for the device. It will be the same URL. So technically it is the same URL if you're working in the same document for both designs. However, your preview will adapt to the screen size you're previewing in, and even for desktop settings, you can have it adjust to fill the full screen. So for those that are just tuning in, it's myself, Lindsay Monroe, who works on the XD social team, and I'm here with Selina Wu. And Selina is designing a fresh food delivery app. Think fresh grocery app on demand. So if you need that kale fix or that almond milk delivered to your door, this is the app for you. We're calling it Fresh Box. And we're working through some of the final screens, including the shopping cart, the search screen, getting there. You have 27 minutes and 3 seconds left to submit your portfolio. We'll be reviewing a couple of them in 27 minutes or 26 minutes now. So use the portfolio tab to submit your portfolio. And you'll get all sorts of review time from me and Selina. NK, UX, UI design as a topic is not always at the start of every month. We switch things up, so just stay tuned for announcements. We always share when we're going live on at Adobe XD on Twitter and on our Facebook page as well. We also do a weekly Facebook live stream on the Adobe XD page. And you can also tune in here on Fridays and for a show with our XD team. Yeah. For a sneak behind the scenes.
Can you tell us what's coming next in Adobe XD?
I can't. Paul wants me to drop secrets, trade secrets on what's coming next in Adobe XD.
But I do like in user voice how it says in progress. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah, I'm sure you know.
So I'm going to plug user voice now. So if you have any feature requests, or you want to log a bug, or you just want to reach the team with sort of your hopes and dreams for Adobe XD, check out adobexd.uservoice.com. You can upvote features and track feature progress, because the second you log in and upvote a feature or comment, that is my code. Paul is trying to walk away with my code. You're throwing me off. Get out of here. Get out of here, Paul. Sorry, there's a lot going on in the background right now. Guys, I'm here for you, I swear. I swear. Okay, staying on, focusing. So yeah, adobexd.uservoice.com to submit your feedback. And once you upvote or comment on a feature, you will get notification, should you choose to get them. Brussels sprouts are the best. Everybody's into the Brussels sprouts, Selena. This is a good selection. Val likes hers fried with salt, pepper, and lemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like to
good.
roast my Brussels sprouts. A little olive oil, salt, pepper. If I'm feeling fancy, I'll do a balsamic reduction on the top. There's been a lot of love for broccolini the last 3 days. Some people didn't even realize that it existed. It is not a type of pasta. It is, it's like asparagus with like big hair or big tops that are a little floppy. There is a lot of love for broccolini. Asparagus with a broccoli topper, that is it. I forgot that that was how it was described. So yeah, broccolini. They call it the chef's broccoli. Have you had broccolini?
Yep.
Yeah, it's good, right?
Mhm.
It is good. It's good. It's got a finer stalk to it. Getting really too nuanced on this. Now we're getting a sneak peek at Selina's grocery order. She's got Brussels sprouts, strawberries, kale. Only one of each. Don't want to go crazy here. It's 80s asparagus is broccolini, because it's asparagus with 80s hair, or big hair. So good. Oh, if nothing else, you people make me laugh. Thank you. While designing for mobile, do I need to copy and paste the elements to the desktop version? It's up to you. You can share, you can copy and paste symbols, and they'll copy fully with symbol functionality over to different designs. If you're using multiple XD files to create different experiences. So that's one way to do it. Creating symbols is just a good way to go, because then you can edit one item seamlessly across multiple instances. I think you've inspired a lot of people to cook healthy this week.
That's great.
It is good.
Yeah.
It is good. We got that promo code, the referral code.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Get all that healthy grocery savings. $20 minutes till portfolio time. Excited to see some work. Yesterday, the challenge was to design a pet social app.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw some funny ones.
Yep.
They were good. Jan, I like your promo code suggestion. Get healthy or get wrecked. Are we back to the sketches? Can we look at these sketches quick?
Oh, sure.
These are new sketches. We didn't see these yesterday.
So, yeah, strawberries
This
here.
is the one? Okay, we'll go over here.
So,
So we just created one of this page, right?
mhm. So this is a page for shopping cart. So you can see here's a picture for a whole bunch of stuff, and here's promo pour cart, and here's the like all number things and the total, and at the bottom of this page will shows up the process to check out. So this is the main shopping cart page, and the next page is about the search. So you can see here's already have a like tag things. This page is for like order. So here's about the order you just create, and here's some like history past order, and you can review like what kind of product you ordered last time, and if you cancel the order, they will also shows the cancel bar over here.
If you regret your healthy choices.
Yeah. So here's the track page. So after you've finish your order, like go through everything, and it will show like we are preparing your box right now, and what kind of product you order, and the order number, and the day estimated to delivery. And here's a little map about shows here will your address, and probably like a little button about you want to change everything, like your delivery date or address, sort of things. And the next page is about also the track order column, and it's like a it's about the delivery man already off order, and you can see at the track page, and you'll build a little map over here so you can see where the delivery man, and here's your.
So you can fully track your order.
Yeah.
So you know when to be ready.
Yeah.
That's when you put pants on, is right around here.
Yeah. So I guess that's it.
Cool. Awesome. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to give your sketches back because they're actually, you refer to them and
Yeah.
I keep taking them away. It's not very nice of me. Yeah, that people are saying you need a stencil kit to, like one of our fancy stencil kits for all your drawings. I think they might be right. I think we might have to hook you up, Selina. I think we might be able to do that, to say the least. So for next time, you have all your sketches are extra pristine. Melissa also starts with hand-drawn sketches. It's a good way to try out ideas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these are more final versions of sketches, right?
Yep.
Do you find you do many, or?
Yeah. So it starts with like brainstorming. You think about what kind of it's about layout things. You have thinking about different version of layout. Like, do you want to do a navigation bar or hamburger menu, or like without hamburger menu sort of things, and just draw it, and thinking about user flow, how to use it, and sometimes just keep brainstorming and narrow it down to like specific one screen and all details. Yep.
Gotta start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to sketch those ideas out. It's been really helpful to you through this process, right?
Mm-hmm.
This app is really coming together. Got the Brussels sprouts. Oh, we're doing a new screen. This is going to be a new screen altogether. This is like choosing your date and time.
It's about review your order.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Reviewing the order. Hey there, Rasim. "13 minutes left to get those portfolios in." We gotta select a date and time for this order screen. When will the Brussels sprouts arrive?
Yeah.
Are people big fans of sketching before they start wireframing in XD, or do we always start with sketches on this stream? Or at least on the stream chat. On this stream we do. We are sketch people first. So how did you get started in XD, Selina?
Oh, so last semester I'm working my thesis project. So one of my deliverable is about an app. So I just start with Adobe XD to create my app. So that's how it started.
You just dove right in.
Yeah.
Just went for it. Yeah.
So it's really
Any
quick.
tips? Just go for it.
Yeah, just open.
Just
your
go for it. Just go
Yeah,
for
you
it.
can watch some Adobe tutorial or just hear the live events. It helps a lot.
Tune into those live events. I hear they're helpful.
Yep.
You can also, there's a sample file when you open XD for the first time. You can use that to sort of work your way through all the different functions in the app. There's also lots of different tutorials you can find, and we have a bunch of stuff on our YouTube channel as well. So when we're not live, you can still get all that live goodness on demand. We have a lot of CC Learn tutorials also to help get you started. And of course, there's UI kits. We kind of talked about those before. And Selina, you're using a UI kit to mimic some of the iOS elements, including that header bar. But we also have a whole bunch of really interesting UI kits covering a number of different things. We've got a travel one, an e-commerce kit. We have a smartwatch UI kit. The list goes on, but when you're in Adobe XD, you can click File and then get UI kits, and that'll take you to where you need to go. "10 minutes till portfolio review time." We're still setting up that scheduler. The UI kits are fun to look through. We've been hosting a number of design challenges on the Adobe XD Twitter account too. So if you want to get your design challenge fix in between Adobe Lives, you can go check that out. Right now we have a challenge running with our latest UI kit, which is, think of cryptocurrency meets Mint. It's like kind of a finance UI kit, and it's done by Oiken Yilmaz, and he's an excellent designer. He's created a few, it's a mobile UI kit, but he's also created a few desktop screens. It's very versatile, for sure. And I think the UI challenge this week is an account view screen. So if you create one of those and share that with us, at Adobe XD on Twitter with hashtag Adobe XD UI kit and hashtag contest, you'll be entered to win. But go check out the full details on our Twitter account. We got another contest coming up next week as well, so stay tuned and follow us on there. Is there any UI kits you guys would love to see that we haven't developed? Because we're not really slowing down there, and I'd love your suggestions. What are your go-to UI kits? Or UI resources too. Like, would you like to see icon sets? What would you like? What is your wish list? Your best bet for the design challenge is to go check us out on Twitter at Adobe XD. You do need to be on Twitter to submit, but it's worth signing up for. Still waiting to hear about all of those UI kits you guys would love to see. Don't be shy. The wireframe kit is a UI kit. So yes, Jan, they are the same thing basically. We just like mix up the themes a little bit. Oh, a sports app, that's a good suggestion. A sports UI kit, all the elements. The wireframe kit isn't very stylized. It's pretty much the most basic sort of kind of kit. So it's a lot more the way it's designed. It's like a lot more sort of wires like elements versus something that's a little bit more stylized and built out around a theme. The wires could be used for, there isn't like a specific theme that kit is designed on, whereas some of the other UI kits we've done, they're like built around the notion of like them being used for an actual product. I really like the suggestion of the sports service / sports UI kit. We might have to make that happen. Five minutes till portfolio review. Jan, you got it. It's more like a skeleton, the wireframe UI kit. So we're looking at the order screen here. Do you want to talk about a little bit about what you've done?
Yep. So right now I'm working on my order screen. So it's about to see what you ordered earlier and the past order you already done. So you can check it, like check all details about like what you bought earlier, and it will show the date and the time and delivered, like all kind of detailed messages.
Cool. Wow, we got 2 votes for the sports UI kit. People are into it. NK with the suggestion of tabs in XD would be nice. That's a great suggestion. You should head on over to our user voice account, and something tells me someone's probably requested that, but take a look, and if they have, feel free to upvote it, and you can track feature progress that way. It's also a good sense to get sort of an idea of what the timeline's like, so on whether the feature's being started or what have you. There's not enough Star Wars icons on here. Apparently that's from Val. Just over 2 minutes to get your portfolios in. We'll be looking at a couple very soon. Get those links in. You can see the portfolio tab. Jan has the Force. So good. What are we putting the arrows in for?
So as for here's the KO, and the way we into this page is click over here, and when we finish read the KO page, we can just back to the green page.
Right, back to all those screens. Because chances are if you're buying kale, you'll probably get some broccoli too. And unfortunately, the entries are limited to a certain countries, and that has to do with legal restrictions in different regions. You can still participate, though. We look at everything. We randomly select winners anyhow, but we love to see people's work. All right, 7 seconds. Anna, we are looking into how we can fix this though. Stay tuned. So for those of you just tuning in now, we are creating a grocery app, a fresh order. I'm really stuttering. We are creating a grocery delivery app for specializing in fresh and healthy foods. All right. we're gonna pause in just a moment. All right, Miss Selina, are you ready to look at some portfolios?
Yep, sure.
And give some feedback? All right, guys, it's time. I feel like we should start with a high five. All right. This is a good look. We went to space. Okay, we're just gonna take these off now because we are now in space, but in a safely pressurized rocket. So we're fine. We are on the space station now. We can breathe. Okay. So we have a couple of portfolios to look at.
Yep.
I think my pronunciation of LaCroix as LaCroix made one of our people submitting thought I spoke more French than I actually do. I'm not even going to pretend to, or I'm not going to exercise my elementary level French skills, but why don't we start over here with Marie Ashraf. And I'm gonna take advantage of Google here and translate from French to English just for our own help here. So what are we thinking, Selina? Any initial comments?
I like the colors, like very bright, so it just caught my eyes to want to click on your file and look through it, which is good.
Yeah, the images that have been selected to pull people in are great choices.
Yep.
It looks like you can tell this designer does a lot of commercial work. Like it's pretty focused on a specialty.
Yeah.
It's always great to see a profile that's fully filled out. Got links here to on the web.
Yep.
There's an about thing. I'm trying to translate in my head right now a little bit, but it lists what they're passionate about and what their objective is and their design work, which again is important. Is there one that stands out that you want to click on?
The blue car one.
The blue car one. This one.
Yep.
All right, this is looking good so far. Bold headline. I love when designers mock up what their actual experience looks like on a screen, even if it's just an image cue. And most, because I feel like it's like it sells what that experience would be to a customer.
Yep, true.
It's always great when there's a bit of a nod to the style guide.
Yeah.
Ooh. Draws you right in.
Yep.
What do you think?
It's super cool, I think. Just the car rotating. You can see a full image of the car. Yep.
Cool. Again, with the colors and the... But I think that's more for the website, just showing different pages, which is great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the only thing I would add is it would be great to see a description on this project, a little more context, like was this a real project, was it for a client, what was the distribution, what was your role in it. Also, I think for UX designers it's important to maybe call out the problem you're trying to solve. That really makes a big difference. You know, I mean, we all, like tools are one thing, but I think at the end of the day, it's always nice to know, like a client came to me and was looking to launch this new car, so we created an experience across the web and on a tablet and so on and so forth. Do I want to click on one more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anyone in particular standing out to you?
The yellow one.
This one?
Yep.
Yeah? All right. This one has all sorts of fun rainbow colors too.
Yep.
It's beautiful. It stands out really well.
Yeah.
Love this mock-up. Got a whole bunch of colors here.
Yeah.
It looks like this was a contest of sorts, maybe. Like you can unlock things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But based on your selection. What do you guys think in the chat? Any other things you would add? I think I'd probably say the same thing as I did before. Just, I'd love to know a bit more context about this.
Yep.
You know, where it was deployed, what was your role in it? Those kinds of things would be great. Cool.
Yep.
Shall we look at the next one? That was very good, very
Sure,
good. Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing. Okay, so this next one, I have to confess, I don't know this person, but I do. Demantis he won one of our design challenges. He was a student that actually was the recipient of a laptop for participating in one of our XD design challenges. And I actually recently got an email from him because he's been working on some special projects in Adobe XD. So it's pretty amazing that this one of my lap. I swear I had no say in picking this portfolio. It just found its way to me. There must be some sort of, the universe is speaking to us right now. It's crazy. So you can see he likes to create work in Adobe XD. Again, we got a complete profile here. Social presence across there. I always like to see that as a social media person. We have a description, who this person is, passionate about UX.
Nice.
Yeah, and UI design. Can read more. This is great.
Yep.
Anything you'd add?
Yep.
Good?
Yep.
Okay, which one should we check out?
The first one, I think.
The first one, this
Yeah.
Quiz Mix interactive app.
Yep. Oh.
Wow, right off the top.
Love
Oh, this was the
colors.
UX design contest winner entry. See? The app theme was the trivia app. It was made with XD. Look at this full thing. See, I really love how this sets up the thinking that went into the design. Very much like what you did with setting up your project.
Yep. Due to some process about app.
So he came up with the idea, and he really like goes through the whole thought process. That's great.
Yep.
The design workflow. Look at all of the wireframes. That's wonderful. Got the UI. Interactions.
Good.
Got a little video there of the app in action. You can actually record videos of your
Yep.
prototypes in Adobe XD, so and then you can use them in your Behance projects
Yep.
like this. So you don't have to actually do all that fancy animation. His appreciations mean a lot. I'm like, can we appreciate it? Oh, we appreciated it. All right. I feel like I should also give a shout out over here. I feel like we can't only appreciate one, that's just mean, because they were both really good. Very good. So we'll look at like maybe one more.
Yep.
Anyone in particular? Should we, there's another Adobe Live contest. Look at all these contest pieces. Demantis, you've been busy. Anyone?
Okay, the blue one?
This one?
Yep.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yep.
Form template. Not exactly in English, but I can you can understand the workflow here. This is like, for a forum, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like a thread list, lots of posts.
Pretty
Cool.
organized.
Yeah, this would be one of those ones that it's always helpful to have a bit of a description and some of the thinking behind it. I think that's kind of like what really makes a user experience designer stand out from just a visual designer is some of the thinking behind it. Yeah. Awesome.
Good.
Are we all set?
Yeah.
It's good. All right, we are running out of time. So we need to get Selina back to work in just a moment. And but thank you, everyone, for submitting your portfolio, and thank you to the two folks that allowed us to open up your portfolio and give you candid criticism on what was going on. So, Demontis, thank you so much, and I look forward to hearing more from you. I know you have lots more in the works, so that will be great. All right. So, back to the design work.
Yep.
I think people are excited about it. So I will say we're about 15 minutes till wrap time. You have done a lot, Selina, but something tells me we might not get through everything in time. That said, after you drop down this map, do we want to jump into the prototyping just for the last little bit, just to see, to show people sort of some wired up screens and how you can do that?
Yeah, sure. After I just change the color of this map, we are gonna into the prototype.
Yeah, sure. You can see that this screen is, I think, would be the tracker map, right? The Pants on Warner portion of the app. Your groceries are on the way. Someone was showing up at your door. Be prepared. As our trusty Adobe Live chat has pointed out, we also have a live stream tomorrow at noon. It's actually with, I believe, Talon Wadsworth, lead designer in Adobe XD, hosts that Friday show. He's great. He always has a great hat, too. Look out for the hat. They usually provides insights and behind-the-scenes look at what the team is working on. It's pretty great. Raphael, you've probably heard me say the word UX a ton. Stands for user experience. I'm making Selina design at speed, so we're looking at some prototyping. So can we talk about what you're doing here for one sec?
Yeah,
So
sure.
You're wiring up screens.
Yeah, so here's prototype, and just click the screen and drop it. Like from here to here, just drag it. And if you want to, here's a second screen, and you think about like user will click enter to next page. You just click the enter part and drag it to the next page. So just a really simple drag things to do for prototype.
Perfect. You set that as your home page, which is great. Are we able to show off how to do preserve scroll position?
Yeah, sure.
Gotta find the right screen to demonstrate this.
Yeah.
So on like one of the longer ones. It usually works when you like, I'm trying to think the best. I don't know if we have like a screen that quite demos it. It's good for when you're dealing with like lists and things like that.
Good. I'll try this. is this work? Oh, yeah.
So the preserve scroll position is basically when you like select something on a list and then you're going to your next view screen and you want to like make sure that you go down to that position in the screen. So I'm wondering, I'm not sure we have like the best use case scenarios here for the way this is set up because there aren't like a lot of lists where you select multiple choice. You know, maybe if we did the kale example, that might be the only one if we went from the greens to the kale.
Yeah.
Or the kale to the kale screen, like there. And then, but it's like the kale's at the top of the list, so it doesn't really work. It would have to be like the broccoli. If you went from the broccoli screen and we pretended this was broccoli, and then when you hit back, it would take you to this spot in the screen. So if we click on the broccoli image,
and drop it,
and then drag that to the green screen, there we go, and then click preserve scroll position, and now actually go back to here, and then wire that up to the broccoli
here,
and then hit preserve. Oh, it looks like it, you gotta get it to the, see how the wire is connecting to the whole artboard? We need it to connect to the actual...
Here?
Yeah, if it will let... It's not gonna... There we go. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, now, but that's... This is... We're on the struggle bus, guys. And, yeah, it's not selecting that little item. Wow. I think it's probably because we've already got the wire going the other way. Can we delete that?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry. Thank you for bearing with us as we work through this. It's a learning session for all of us. All right. That's okay. We got so many wires going on here. We can't even keep track. Oh, we're deleting things left, right, and center. You know what? It's okay, Selina. Let's keep working through some of these things. For the person that wanted the demo of scroll position, feel free to join tomorrow's stream and ask, or maybe we can drop a link in there to a tutorial that shows you, or a how-to that shows you how to get that sorted. And if you continue to have problems, please reach out directly and we'll be sure to help you. Kalo Ren. Man, you guys, these guys crack me up. We are in the 7-minute dash to make this beautiful prototype come to life. Exist, Extinct, Destiny. Yeah, you used to have to know how to code to do all this stuff, but this is a beautiful thing with XD. Is it's really straightforward. Was the best part of your day putting on the space helmet, Selina?
Yep.
Yep. It's up there for me too. You are a wiring master. Look at this wiring machine. Looks like there's like a floaty thing here. It looks like there's like a rogue little rectangle hanging out. Oh, it's the number. It's the number in the cart. It's true. The coders still have a rule post XD. Are we doing a demo? Is it happening?
Yep.
Do you want to? Let's start from the top. We gotta like really like savor this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, are you still working?
I just try out to show, but sometimes you just forget to put some prototype.
Oh yeah, it's just a test. It's a test.
working.
What's wired
Yeah.
up? What is missing? Okay.
Here, the homepage. And
We only have a handful of minutes left in the stream. We're about to go through the prototype, but if you guys have any burning questions, get them out now. Okay.
So yeah. So here's
The greens drop down menu.
and fruits. Here and added it. So
Oh,
it shows over here. Check out the shopping bag. Search. Okay, here's the problem.
this is that's where we lost all the wires. But you can leave that open. You can leave the preview window open, and as you wire things, you can see your prototype in real. Like you can see the changes to your prototype in real time. So you can make edits, and your prototype will also rejig. No more last minute questions. It's been awesome streaming with you guys the last 3 days.
Yep.
Any more prototype demos you want to show here?
Yep.
Oh, there's the map.
So the
Tracker.
tracking and yeah, just couldn't. get
That's
that.
okay.
Yep. So. Yep.
So the other thing too is even if you don't wire up all your artboards and you just want to show them all, like if you don't want to actually show the full user workflow because you're early on, you can select all your artboards and press play and it'll show them. And it'll show them in the order that they are across the x-axis. All right, Miss Selina, you have 2 minutes. Anything else you want to show?
Probably just the
Prototype one more time?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it?
Yep.
Okay, last time.
So here is the search bar. You can see.
Look at all those tags. Thank you for your help on
Yeah.
those.
So I just don't have time to make
Here, hit
it
the arrows.
for-
You can zip through the...
Oh, okay.
you
From something
can
new
zip
today.
through these.
Like, yeah,
You can just look at all the great screens you've designed.
yeah.
Oh,
so-
there's the there's all those categories in action, little scroll action. This is looking good.
Okay, page. Here.
People are loving it.
Search bar, card, order, things, and track order.
Yay!
That's it.
Selina, beautiful job. Thank you so much for joining us on Adobe Live this week.
Thank you for
to
having
all of
me.
you for tuning in. Again, we go live tomorrow at noon with the XD team. So if you really want to hit them with some burning questions, the hard-hitting questions, they're the folks to tune in for.
Yep.
And don't hold back. Don't tell them I said that, though. Anyway, again, thank you all for tuning in.
Thank
and
you.
hopefully we'll see you again on Adobe Live. Bye.
Bye.